What's up, guys? This is Bart Hanson for CrushLabPoker.com, and we're going to take a look at a hand that was recently played on the most recent season of high-stakes poker. So this game is big, 400, 800, no limit with an $800 big blind ante, and we're going to take a look here at a hand between Tom Dwan and Rick Salomon, and they are very, very deep in relation to the blinds, and we're actually going to look at this hand over 500 big blinds effective, and it starts off with Rick Salomon making a huge raise pre-flop. He makes it 5,000, so just over 6x of the big blind, and you can even see Tom Dwan, asking the dealer, what, 5,000? Now, he's in the cutoff. He does have Nick Pertangelo behind him, but because sometimes when you're facing such a large raise, you don't necessarily have to worry about people coming in behind. He's also deep, so he decides to make the call in the cutoff, and not surprisingly, everybody else folds, and here we go, heads up, super deep to the flop. So the board comes out king of spades, six of spades, five of clubs, and as you can see, Rick Salomon here has flopped top pair, and Dwan here has flopped middle pair. So Rick's going to come out and bet 7,000 here with his top pair, and there really isn't much for Dwan to do here but call. He certainly has to continue to this size of a bet. He has middle pair. He has some backdoor straightening possibilities. He doesn't really have a spade in his hand, but he does have position, and perhaps if he needs to, he can represent some bluff cards as well. So with the pot being $26,000, we roll the turn, and it's the four of spades. Now, the four of spades is a pretty big scare card, one of the probably most connected cards that can come. It brings in 7-8 for a straight. It brings in the front door flush as well. Now, Salomon has the queen of spades in his hand. A lot of people would check here to the in position flat caller, but he decides to bet once again here, and he bets 11,000. Now, Dwan has actually improved his hand as well. He's picked up a gut shot now to a 7. He doesn't have a spade in his hand, and maybe there's the possibility that he might turn his hand into a bluff if a fourth spade comes and he's checked. So he decides to make the call, and we continue to the river. So with 48,000 in the pot, we roll to the river, and it's the deuce of hearts, and it puts a one-liner to a straight out there. So if any of these players have a 3, they would have a straight. Now, again, most people are going to check the turn. Most people are going to check this river as well, but Salomon decides to bet again here. He is going to bet 20,000 into 48,000. Now, obviously, he opens himself up to being raised, but he is trying to get value from a hand like exactly what Tom Dwan has, or something like King Jack or King 10, because the bet line here across all three streets is so peculiar. Even to this sizing, Tom Dwan seems a little bit confused in this spot, like maybe Salomon is running a bluff with just the ace of spades. How can this guy possibly bet across all three streets when the front door spade comes in, 7-8 comes in, and now on the river, there's a one-liner to a 3. Isn't he scared of a flush, a straight, 2 pair? And sometimes you can actually make these thin value bets, and you will actually get called down lighter. And definitely someone with a king will call you, or in this case, possibly somebody with a 6, because they wouldn't believe that you would take one pair for this type of value line. So Salomon bets 20,000. You can see Tom Dwan doesn't love it, so he sort of gives away the fact that he's not going to raise, and he ends up making the frustrated side call, and Rick Salomon really takes him to value town. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll have many more high-stakes poker hand reviews. If you like what you've seen here, please hit the subscribe button. To check out CrushLabPoker.com, click on the link in the description. Use the code YTA300 to get the first 30 days for free.